The hardest prison to escape is the one built by your own family's expectations. Welcome back to Bilal Hamza YouTube channel, where we talk about what no one else dares to say. This episode might sting, but it will wake you up. It might make you angry, but it will liberate you. It might leave you uncomfortable, but it will make you powerful. Let's begin with a hard, cold, brutal truth. Nobody wants you to be better than them. Not your neighbors, not your colleagues, not your old friends, and sometimes not even your own blood. And here is the worst part. You keep waiting for their approval. You keep expecting them to clap when you rise. You keep thinking they will cheer when you win, but they don't. They disappear. They mock. They get quiet when you succeed. Why? Because deep down, your growth makes them feel small. Let's break this down piece by piece. Why your success bothers them. When you start changing, waking up early, studying more, exercising, planning your future, quitting bad habits, you become a mirror. Yes, a mirror. You show people what they could have been if they had your discipline. You remind them of the version of themselves they abandoned. You threaten the lies they built to protect their laziness. So instead of being inspired by you, they get defensive. They say, "You have changed. You think you're better than us. Be careful. Don't dream too big." The translation is, "Stay where I'm comfortable seeing you. Stay small enough that I don't feel bad about not trying." This is envy in its most disguised form. It is not always loud. Sometimes it's just silence when you needed support. Family love versus family control. Let's go deeper. We are taught that family is everything. But here is a painful truth most people will never say out loud. Sometimes family is the first system that conditions you to stay small. Not out of hate, but out of fear, out of control, out of ego. Many parents don't want their children to grow beyond them because it breaks the hierarchy. They raised you, they fed you, they carried you. But now you're becoming someone who might go further than they ever could, and they're not ready to accept that. So they start to criticize your ambitions, laugh at your goals, pull you back with guilt. You hear things like, "Don't forget where you came from. You're being too proud. What if you fail?" But let me say this loud and clear. Your job is not to stay small so others feel tall. Your job is to fulfill your potential, even if that makes others uncomfortable. Friends change when you do. Let's talk about your circle. You and your friends were all average ones. You all wasted time, smoked, scrolled, talked about dreams, but did nothing. But one day you woke up. You started changing. Suddenly, you stopped hanging out as much. You stopped gossiping. You started reading, building, grinding. And what happened? They called you arrogant. They laughed behind your back. They stopped inviting you. Not because you disrespected them, but because you became a reminder of everything they're not doing. Understand this. When you grow, you outgrow people. That's not betrayal, that's evolution. Deep psychology, the real reason why they can't celebrate you. Let's dig into the psychology. Why is it so hard for people close to you to be happy for you? Because every step you take forward reminds them that they stayed in the same city while you moved out. They kept partying while you built a business. They slept in while you worked in silence. When you are winning, you are killing excuses. And nobody wants to kill their excuses. It's easier to drag you down than to rise with you. Here's the scary truth: some people love you more when you are weak because it makes them feel strong. I'd like to say that again. Some people love you more when you are weak because it makes them feel strong. But when you rise, suddenly their fake confidence cracks. Their hidden jealousy shows. Their love turns into passive hate. Let me give you real life examples. A guy starts selling online courses in a poor town. His own uncle says he's wasting time. Nobody will buy from him. 6 months later, the guy makes more than his entire extended family. Suddenly, the same uncle says, he just got lucky. He will lose it all soon. That's not concern. That's envy disguised as advice. Another example: a girl from a conservative family in Kabul teaches online, earns dollars, helps her siblings. Her relatives say, "You're too modern. You're not traditional anymore. You're trying to show off." But what they really say is, "You're doing what we didn't have the courage to do." Always remember, the road to greatness is always lonely. The price of growth is loneliness. You'll lose people. You'll be misunderstood. You'll feel like a stranger in your own family. You will also be called crazy. But listen, that pain is a sign you are on the right path. You were not born to fit in. You were born to lead, to heal, to build, to inspire. Your future is not meant to look like your family's past. You are the chosen one, the first one, the black sheep, the lion among sheep. And yes, it's lonely at the top, but it's empty at the bottom. What to do now? Here is how to deal with it. Number one, accept it. Stop waiting for people to understand you. They won't, not until you're successful. Maybe not even then. Two, keep building anyway. Silence their doubts with your results. Don't argue, execute. Three, forgive them silently. They're not evil, they're scared. Their hate is rooted in fear, not strength. Four, create your tribe. Find people who push you forward. Online, in masterminds, in global communities. They are out there. You just have to look beyond your neighborhood. This podcast is a wake up call, not a message of hate, but of awakening. Stop chasing support from people who are secretly rooting against you. Stop shrinking to stay lovable. Stop apologizing for becoming powerful. Let them say what they want. Let them call you arrogant. Let them whisper behind your back. Because the truth is, they always knew you had something different. They just prayed it wouldn't come true. But now it's happening, and there is no turning back. This was Bilal Hamza, the place where truth hits hard and healing begins. If this episode woke you up, share it. Drop a comment. Tag someone stuck in guilt, held back by family expectation, or secretly sabotaged by friends. Let them know you don't owe anyone your smallness. You owe the world your greatness. Until next time, stay real, stay rising, and remember, no one will clap for you louder than the person you become. Subscribe to Bilal Hamza and keep breaking free. Peace and love, Hamza.